Hello, today I'm going to be talking about comparing the ESG, the environmental, social, and governance initiatives of three major companies in the outdoor apparel industry. We're going to be talking about Patagonia, The North Face, and Columbia Sportswear. We will examine how each brand approaches sustainability through the lens of the triple bottom line, people, planet, and profits. Alright, so the goal of this presentation is to evaluate how these companies create value, not just economically, but socially and environmentally as well. This holistic framework, the triple bottom line, will help us understand which companies are actively contributing to a more sustainable and equitable future, and how customers and stakeholders respond to those efforts. So before we dive in, I want to briefly introduce the companies. Patagonia is known for pioneering environmental responsibility in the apparel industry. The North Face, while also a certified B Corp, emphasizes performance and technological innovation. And Columbia Sportswear, though not B Corp certified, publishes an annual sustainability report and has made meaningful strides towards environmental goals. All right, so let's talk about the ESG framework. To structure my analysis, I'm going to use the triple bottom line framework. This model evaluates companies across three key dimensions. So we're going to be talking about people, which includes labor rights and community impact. We're going to be talking about planet, which covers environmental stewardship and carbon footprint, and profits, reflecting financial sustainability and ethical business practices. All right, let's talk about people for Patagonia. Patagonia stands out in its people practices. It was one of the first apparel companies to actually use fair trade certified factories. The company is transparent about its supply chain and strongly invests in employee well being, offers generous benefits in promoting a healthy work life balance. Their internal culture is mission driven and people first. The North Face also emphasizes social responsibility. Their diversity and inclusion efforts are both internal hiring and marketing representation. Employees are encouraged to engage in volunteer programs, and the brand works closely with suppliers to educate them on fair labor standards and ethical working conditions. So for Columbia Sportswear, they have several initiatives focused on social impact. Through the Columbia Cares program, they support local communities as well as disaster relief. The company also offers professional development for employees and places a strong emphasis on workplace safety and well-being, even if their social metrics are less transparent than B Corp. Moving on to planets, Patagonia, on their environmental front, they're widely recognized as a leader. They donate 1% of all their sales to environmental causes, use predominantly recycled and organic materials, and have committed to carbon neutrality across their operations. Their environmental activism is deeply embedded into their brand identity. The North Face is also investing in sustainability. They've shifted towards renewable energy in their facilities and incorporated recycled materials into many products. They support conservation efforts through strategic partnerships, and they are transparent about emissions data through their parent company, VF Corporation. For Columbia Sportswear, they have made progress as well. They use sustainable materials in multiple product lines and have also adopted energy efficient manufacturing techniques. Their commitment to reducing water use is also reflected in their facilities and supplier guidelines, though they are not as aggressive in goal setting as Patagonia and/or the North Face. From the profits perspective, Patagonia reinvests a significant portion of its profits into environmental activism and nonprofit support, going back to that 1% I was talking about earlier. As a privately held company, they have more flexibility to prioritize purpose over profit, making them an unconventional but compelling business model. The North Face, through VF Corporation, maintains strong profitability while integrating ESG initiative into its supply chain and product development. Their scale allows them to test sustainability practices at a larger level, which amplifies their environmental and social impact. Columbia Sportswear has seen steady revenue growth and has improved efficiency through sustainability technology. While they do lack the B Corp certification, their financial health enables them to fund incremental sustainability projects across their global operations. As far as consumer sentiment goes, Patagonia enjoys high levels of trust due to the long-standing commitment to sustainability and social activism. The North Face as well is admired for its performance and innovation. While Columbia is popular for its affordability and reliable gear, it is not as strongly associated with ethical practices. In terms of supply chain engagement, all three of these companies engage with their supply chains, but to varying degrees. Patagonia collaborates with suppliers to meet environmental and labor standards. The North Face provides sustainability training for their suppliers. Columbia conducts regular audits to ensure compliance, but does not emphasize supplier partnership as much as the other two. So some additional certifications for these corporations are Patagonia, which holds both B Corp and a Fair Trade certification. The North Face is B Corp certified and follows the Blue Sign standard. Columbia is also a Blue Sign system partner, but does not yet meet the higher standards for B Corp certification. In terms for areas of improvement, each company has areas for growth. Patagonia could focus on making its sustainable practices more scalable globally. The North Face needs to improve transparency in its supplier labor practices. Columbia, while progressing, could still strengthen its accountability by pursuing this B Corp certification. Circularity is an emerging focus. Patagonia's Worn Wear initiative encourages repairing and reusing products to extend life cycles. The North Face as well has its own program, Close the Loop, which promotes recycling. Columbia is exploring circular options, but has yet to launch a formal program so far. To conclude everything, Patagonia leads with the most integrated and transparent ESG strategy. Their commitment to people and the planet is deeply ingrained in their brand, and their profit model reflects a reinvestment into sustainability. The North Face, as well as Columbia, show promise as well, but have room to deepen their ESG commitments. This final slide is just the references. I used 20 references. They validate all claims made in this presentation and provide further reading for those interested in ESG and the apparel industry. Thank you so much for listening.